In the golden era of funk, one city lit the fuse. Dayton, Ohio, the birthplace of groove giants such as Lakeside, Slave, Zap, the Ohio Players, and Heatwave, to mention a few. But hidden among the heavy hitters was a group with a sound just as slick and a name you never forget. This group blended soul, jazz, funk, and a fusion into a vibe that was totally their own, tight, technical, and dripping with groove. They didn't top the charts, but they left their fingerprints on a genre, influencing a generation of musicians and funk bands who knew this group was a real deal. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Platypus. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel, where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. This story begins in Dayton, Ohio in 1968 at Roth High School. Four choir students, Arthur Stokes, Floyd Witherspoon, Dana Myers, and Jerome Johnson, formed a vocal group called the Four Corners that backed up many local bands and honed their harmonies, and they experimented with diverse influences. Over time, the group expanded by adding instrumentalists Lloyd Jones, Curtis Sanford, Larry Hines, and others. The transition from the Four Corners to Platypus was more than a name change. The band embraced a fusion of echoes mixing funk, rock, and progressive influences to reflect their aspirations. As they like to say, a platypus combined features of different animals, and the band, they did the same thing, just with their music. By the mid-70s, they moved from the Gem City to Los Angeles, seeking exposure, connections, and a chance to record. Their musical influences was wide, being influenced from the likes of Yes, Genesis, Earth, Wind & Fire, and the funk tradition of their hometown. In 1978, the band signed with Casablanca Records, which was a bold move that placed them among the acts such as Donna Summers and Kiss. Their self-titled debut album was released in 1979. Although it didn't soar to the mainstream charts, it became a cult favorite among funk and disco fans. Their song Dancing in the Moonlight became one of their signature songs. Unfortunately, tragedy struck. Larry Hines, the band's lead guitarist, succumbed to leukemia shortly after the recording. The timing was still heartbreaking. The contract officially took effect around the time of his passing. Still, the band had to push forward, and they toured through Australia and Japan, earning praise from musicians and audiences aboard. However, during the late 70s, it offered a shift in musical landscape. Disco was peaking, and labels demanded more dance-friendly sounds, and internal pressures mounted. In 1980, Platypus released their sophomore album titled Cherry. Under greater pressure to conform to dance floor norms, Casablanca pushed the band towards more commercial disco-leaning productions. Despite these changes, the chemistry, it wasn't the same. The group's original infusion identity clashed with the new expectations. Moreover, Casablanca itself was in turmoil. Internal financial woes, leadership changes, and the corporate acquisition weakened the label's support for small acts. The result? Demolished promotion, reduced momentum, and a fracture within the group. By the 80s, the pressure proved too steep to sustain. The band disbanded and its members went their separate ways. Kerry Rutledge, Lord Jones, and Curtis Sanford continued their music, with them writing, producing, and performing, but never in the same Platypus formation. In recent years, interest in their unreleased tracks has resurged. UK label Super Disco Edits has released vinyl singles of unearthed Platypus material, bringing new light into their catalog. While Platypus never achieved mainstream stardom, their sonic ambition and hybrid identity have earned them a cult standing among collectors and fuse enthusiasts. Dayton has long been dubbed the Funk City, producing a cascade of influential artists such as the Ohio Players, Zapp, Slave, Lakeside, and within those amazing names, Platypus is a unique star. They may not have had the chart hits, but their approach, willingness to fuse genres to bridge rock and funk, foreshadow later crossovers in R&B, neo soul, and alternative funk. Their story also speaks to the industry dynamics, how labels, timing, tragedy, and changing tastes can shape the arc of a band as much as talent does. In the end, there was Dayton's bold experiment, music unafraid to stretch the boundaries. Now, before I go, I have a few questions for you all. Have you ever heard of this unhidden gem? If so, what is your favorite song from Platypus?